Bafeto, I hope that you guys are doing good. Bulelani, Balabala here, man. We're doing something I've always been wanting to do today. Super excited to have been invited by the guys from the Railway Safety Regulator. Growing up in Feto, I used to use the train commuting everywhere in Feto. Depending on where you came from, this was your mode of transportation. This particular station is a station I used to get off on every day coming from home, which is the Kempton Park station. We're going to be looking at the new and updated features that they have on these amazing trains. We're going to be looking at the work. We're going to be looking at the engagement. But most importantly, we're going to have fun. Estimeleni bafethu asibangeni.
Railway Safety Regulator ensures safety on the train operators by giving them operating license, which we call it the safety permit.
It's key that we need to emphasize the issue of safety, because without safety you will not be able to get the permit. It is important that PRASA submits annually what we call a safety management system that the regulator audits for compliance.
We're chilling out here today, but I think most importantly, it's a nostalgic moment that we're having. I mean, being in a train. I mean, I grew up being a trainee, and I think one of the key things that stood out for me is the safety, right? At every single angle, walking into the train, the quality of it is something beautiful. It's uncomparable to the other train. I think this one is better, and I think you guys need to experience it for yourself. But I don't want to do it justice and also tell my side of the story only. I'm sitting here with a gentleman who will introduce himself, and then we're going to chat a little bit about things like safety, regulation, and some of the fantastic things they've done to make this commute a great commute from you. Shapunjan Put. Thank you so much, sir. So maybe for the benefits of the guys who are watching this video, maybe you can introduce yourself. Ngubani, Wenzantoni.
Bulelani Mzimba, Principal Inspector from the Railway Safety Regulator.
When I opened up, I mentioned, you know, safety then is a key thing, and that I experienced. But now, in your view, how does the Railway Safety Regulator ensure safety aboard the trains?
The Railway Safety Regulator ensures safety on the train operators by giving them operating license, which we call it the safety permit. So what we want is the operators to apply to the Railway Safety Regulator. In that permit, they outline the plans of how they're going to operate safely. So that system will tell us how they're managing their train, the safety, and the safety of the commuters. So through that process, the RSR will go then periodically, just from time to time, to come and conduct audit and inspection, just to ensure that you're still maintaining what you provided in the permit. So even if there is an occurrence, we just make sure that in an unfortunate event of that, make sure that is investigated to ensure that those causes are treated and prevent a reoccurrence.
So I think on the back of that, then how then do you then give that stamp of approval and assurance to say they are safe?
In terms of the regulator, there are certain standards that we ensure that the operators abide by. So let's say for the train standard, there is certain technical standard they need to ensure. We make sure that they comply in terms of the manufacturing, even the train itself, even the track, and then we periodically make sure that the maintenance is done accordingly to ensure that we prevent any occurrences, just to keep on making sure that it remains safe, it's operating as it was designed, so that in maintaining safety throughout.
I really, really love that. But now just tell me, I mean, how often or how regular the conditional assessments as well as the infrastructure maintenance carried out? Is it when something has happened, or is it periodic?
It is periodic. So then your documents will prescribe in terms of your standard, the frequencies or the period of when you need to conduct that maintenance. So we make sure that the operator, as a regulator, that they stick to those maintenance period. So those are part of that safety management plan I talked about. So as a regulator, will come periodically just to check that are they doing it, is the infrastructure or the rolling stock is still in good condition for safe passage of train.
So basically, to take us no sparapa.
No para. We are there. We are always looking around, so we can always come at any time unannounced, just to make sure that everything runs smoothly.
And there you have it, Buffet. So I think if you are an entrepreneur, small business owner, or anyone who's trying to commute from one place to another, and I think you're being strangulated by the cost and the socioeconomic cost of living, reconsider your experience, especially utilizing trains, because they don't just get you from point A to point B, but I think if you're a savvy individual who's concerned about their rand or rezaga, this is an alternative revenue that can put you in a position where you're consistently optimizing costs, and then you are then putting that kitty aside for that year-end experience that you want to have with your family. Is there any closing words that you'd like to then share with our guests?
Yes, I would like to say please do come and experience the trains are safe. As you have seen, we have security personnel to ensure your safety throughout the journey. There is also connecting through these intermodal, so you can just go from where we came from, Park Station, get a taxi to your destination.
One of the key things I've always been interested when I was young and getting on a train is who is the one who's at the head of these trains, right? But I mean, I've got an individual who's a representative of PRASA who'll introduce himself, and then we'll talk a little bit about the importance that the Railway Safety Regulator plays in the environment, but also what are some of the amazing features and benefits that they have for you as a consumer.
Hey, I'm good.
Thank you so much, sir. Maybe if you can introduce yourself to our guests and viewers.
My name is Abraham Siliking Kabudle. I'm the regional manager for Gauteng, the one that is responsible for the train services.
Thank you so much. I think on the back of that, how important is the relationship with the Railway Safety Regulator, especially in ensuring regular maintenance, assessments, and safety is maintained aboard the trains?
RSR as the regulator is key because they have to give us the operating license, what we call a safety permit. And then it's key that we need to emphasize the issue of safety, because without safety you will not be able to get the permit. It is important that PRASA submits annually what we call a safety management system that the regulator audits for compliance. For example, when we say we are operating trains, are we complying with what we have initially submitted? One, issues of security on board the train. Two, are we doing proper maintenance? Three, our drivers sober to take us from point A to B. Four, we have customer service people that are able to connect with our customers. So it's important because of it's an integrated system that the regulator, once we've submitted annually on a regular basis, they come and audit compliance. That's one of the key aspects that you find the regulators important. Secondly, with PRASA operating, it goes beyond PRASA. We are able to deploy our assets, but it touches the communities, the passengers that we transport, the communities around the stations where we provide services like cleaning. For passengers, in actual fact, when the regulator gives us a permit, we are able to can then offer a service. This service, as you can see, just from point A to B is 10 rand. And an annual, a monthly ticket, you are talking 200 rand. So we positively impact the commuters and the people surrounding the system.
That was an amazing experience, Bafethu, that we just had. We just got off at Orkmo, the train station that is closest to where I grew up, and I'm super excited about that. But most importantly, that wasn't just a quick train ride. It looked good. It was actually extremely clean. It looked like a luxury experience on wheels in essence. What are your parting words or parting shots to the guys that are watching this video?
As the Gauteng regional manager, I would encourage people to come back to the system. As I said, it benefits you directly in the pocket. A single train trip that we took, it's about 10 rand.
It's 10 rand, guys.
10 rand.
10 rand.
And a return is around 12 rand.
Yeah.
And moreover, during off-peak, we offer 40% discount.
Oh, wow.
So we're encouraging people to come into the service, experience the service, and with the experience, we'll welcome feedback.
Yeah.
Whether it's positive or negative, with the feedback, it enables us to then improve our services.
I love that.
Come into our services, enjoy a new experience. PRASA is no longer the PRASA of the past.
Yes.
It's a PRASA of the future. And we are demonstrating through the regulator operating license that are granting us the regular inspection, checking our level of compliance, we are able to up the game.
Sure.
So you are welcome. Services are almost in all corridor except Davidton, Danswar Springs, and the part of residential. Yes. But all over Gauteng, the services are available. Sure. You are welcome to come and experience and give us the positive or even positive criticism. Thank you.
So guys, you don't have an excuse. Get your ticket. Just experience it. Don't sign up. Just experience it. Once you have, you're going to sign in. I guarantee you. Thank you so much for tuning into this interview this afternoon. But go out there, check out, get your 10 rand ticket, and then experience that ride for you, your family, your colleagues. It will change your economic outview. Hola.
Thank you.